Jamie, what if he left right now? Just drops everything. Let's go straight to the airport. I don't need anything, not even clothes. Just you. Hey, Samore Love bugs. You have now tuned in to my Power on Starz recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Bam, bam, bam. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos, like Twitter, Google+, Facebook, wherever. And also be sure to check out my other channel because that's where I do my love and hip hop recaps, okay? And you don't want to miss that because it's always doing the darn thing. It's always amazing, okay? All right, guys. So, have you subscribed? I didn't say that, right? Make sure you subscribe. Okay, so now we've done all that, all the preliminaries. Let's go ahead and talk about this. It was like so much going on. Like I felt like it was action-packed. I don't even know where to start. Well, yeah, I do know where to start because I have my notes right here, but all right, let's get into it. So I did have a feeling that Lobos was gay. I don't know, it's something about his swagger. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being gay, but I had a feeling. You know, and it's crazy because he's like this big man of power, but he's gay. He was getting his little slob knob in the pool. Yes. I don't know. That guy that was doing it was super talented. I must say that because to be under the water and doing that and holding your breath, I don't think I could have did it. I don't think so. But he did it because he's a male hooker, I guess. But yeah, he was doing it. And then all of a sudden this chick comes and she starts shooting. She seemed like she was like a regular worker, but nah, she was out to get him. So now Lobos is like, you know what? I gotta make sure that I'm taking care of what I take care of. And he's trying to speed up the process of getting his money from Ghost. Following that, Ghost and Tasha, they're like trying to be civil, but it seems like Ghost is becoming more distant with Tasha. I guess because he's just like, you know what, you don't want me in the house. I'm not begging nobody to be in my house that I pay the bills for, but I'm gonna let you stay there because you take care of the kids, you hold it down, whatever. I'm the one who messed up. Okay. But he seems a little distant, but then she wants to know like what's the plan. So he magically comes up with this plan to kill Lobos. He feels like that is the best thing to do because he knows that Angela is not really out to get him. Angela is out to get Lobos. But Tasha's like, but if they get him, that can lead back to us. So that's a problem. So yeah, that's pretty much what he wants to do. Shortly after that, Ghost meets up with Tommy and he tells Tommy the plan that it was actually him and Tasha that came up with it because Tasha was like, yo, just go ahead and do it. Like she had no issues, no problem with it. But shortly after that, she meets up. Ghost tells Tommy his plan and he also tells him that he wants to get this dude. He wants to kill Lobos, and he was also saying that he wants to maybe possibly split the money. They don't really need no more money. Just split all that money that they have and they can go the straight and narrow path. And Tommy isn't feeling that. He's like, wait, what? Get out the game? Are you crazy? Like he's not feeling that. I guess he wants to do this until the day that he leaves this earth because it doesn't look like him or Tasha know anything else. It's like they addicted to this fast money. And Tommy doesn't even seem like that type of a flashy kind of guy, but he's still like, regardless, he's addicted to that money. I don't even see what Tommy's really doing with it. I mean, yes, he has the businesses, but he ain't really caring about it. He's like a silent partner. I don't know. I think he just likes being able to say he's a part of something, and maybe the thrill of it all is what kind of gives him a little bit of a rush. That's what it seems like is up with Tommy. And maybe he feels like he has no future and that's all he has to live for. Alright. So, hold up, wait a minute. Did y'all remember that Angela had access to Ghost's phone? I kind of forgot it in 1 minute, but then I saw her scheming and I remembered. So she got this undercover guy, I mean underground I should say, not undercover, underground guy to give her access to his phone. I guess she did like what wives would do when they want to find out everything and anything that their husband is doing, because that's what he thinks that her motives are, and that's the reason why she wants to do it. So she had to pay a good amount of money in order to be able to do this. And she gets like a fake phone that gives her access to his phone, and all his messages and calls go to her phone. So yeah, she's doing some undercover stuff, and she tries to see where he's at when he gets like a text message, and she kind of does like a little stakeout thing and calls him to see where he said he would be at, and he said he was at Truth, when in all actuality he was at Bally's clothing store or whatever. So right there she's like, okay, he's lying to me, something's not right here. So, you know, but she almost got caught because she was outside and the fire truck or was it a fire truck or either police truck, car or whatever, it was outside and he's inside. So it's like, wait, hold on, we have the same type of background, something's not right. But then she tried to hurry up and get off the phone. So didn't I tell y'all? I think I told y'all, or either I was talking to y'all or I was talking to one of my family members, I don't know. But I was saying that Tasha Smith, I don't know her name in the show, but I know her as Tasha Smith, and she's a real cool lady. I actually did an acting seminar with her a few years ago, and I want to do it again. So might be doing that this summer if she comes back to New York. But anyways, I told y'all, or I told somebody that was his mom, and they was like, no, I don't think that's his mother. No, it's probably not. Yes, that is his mother. So he was there with his mama, and then Kanan comes, and Kanan, he's back. He's back to start some more trouble. And all he's trying to do, once again, is to get information from Sean. He's like, just trying to like pick through his head, and Sean is kind of, I feel like Sean is young and he's naive, and he doesn't realize that his father does not have his best interests in mind. I think he's just so happy to have his father back that he's kind of blindsided. Lobos wants to see Jamie. He sets up an arrangement to meet up with him. Angela, she like retrieves that information. She tries to like decode it, find out where it's at, and do her little investigation as well. Lobos, he tells Jamie that he needs to cut ties with Tommy because Tommy is no good for him. Tommy is pretty much holding him back, and he wants him to do more. But now Lobos, he realizes that after having that conversation with Jamie, and Jamie's just like, he don't know about that. He'll see, he'll think about it. He was like, he wants to like move him further up in rankings in their business and give him more work and things like that, you know, to increase profits. But one of the main things that he would have to do is to cut ties with Tommy because he doesn't see why he's so attached to him. The crazy thing about it is that he's like, all right, you know, I'll think about it, but, you know, no guarantees. That kind of throws a wrench in everything. So now once Jamie leaves, Lobos is just, he kind of has this realization that he can't control Ghost. Jamie is uncontrollable. He does what he wants because he's not driven by the money. He's not one of those people that are down for whatever and ready to sacrifice their lives for the money. He's not all about power or any of those things. So it's like he can do whatever he wants. He can go rogue if he wants to. So yeah, he's got a problem and he's going to fix that problem because he can't have people like that on his team. He likes to be the only one that is unpredictable in his little team. So that young guy that works for Canon, he seems like he's kind of playing both sides of the fence. First, he's cool with Kanan, and he's like his right-hand man, super close to him, so close that Sean feels some type of way and is grilling him funny and all those things every time he greets him. And then he ends up going, like, first he's telling he's telling Kanan all these different things about Ghost, and Ghost is trying to get him out the hood and things like that, and Kanan just kind of laughs in his face like, yo, he's trying to do that to everybody, like, dudes like that, nah, you can't be messing with them. So then he goes back to Ghost and he's like, yo, I want to consider what it was that you told me, and I'm ready for you, I'm here. And I'm like, but hold on, whose side are you on? Are you down for Kanan? Or are you're trying to trick Ghost? I don't know, because he seemed like he was kind of genuine when he was talking to Ghost. So it was just confusing. But Ghost kind of caught it. He's just like, you know what, go home. I don't want you getting killed. You said you have a daughter. And when Sean came in, and Sean tried to find out why they were having a meeting, he was just like, I'm not too sure about him right now. I don't know what he wants, and I'm not too sure about him. So just watch yourself. Yeah, because that guy, I'm starting, I mean, I never really trust him anyway because I'm more so on the Ghost side of town than Kanan. Kanan, like, I mean, I understand why Kanan's mad. Somebody set you up, of course, you're going to try to get them or whatever. But I guess because I started off liking Ghost and it feels like this whole thing is about Ghost, I can't help but to like him, you know? Anyway, so now Tasha and Tommy, they meet with one another and they just kind of talk about things. Tommy's like smoking his weed or whatever. And he tells Tasha that Ghost is trying to kill Lobos and he doesn't want to do that. He also, and she never even mentioned that she knew about all this. She kind of played it off. But then one thing that she didn't know was the fact that Ghost told him that they could just split the money and that could be it. They can get out of this lifestyle. So now she's like, the whole Lord, wait a minute. So that means that he's probably trying to run off with this little federale chick and be out and just leave me all high and dry with the kids. Nah, that's not happening. So she goes to talk to him and he just kind of lets her know, like, that's not what's going down. At the end of the day, regardless of anything, yes, I cheated, but I'm still a father at the end of the day and I'm going to take care of my responsibilities. And that's great because some guys, they would have did the opposite. You know, they would have just been like, F this whole situation. I'm not with her, then that's it. I'm not taking care of mine. And it's sad, but it happens in America. Probably all over the darn world, not even just America. So Keisha comes over to see Tasha, and Tasha was talking to Sean a little bit, you know, they was flirting a little bit, but she's trying to tell him to be easy because she doesn't want the kids to find out about that. So Keisha comes in and she can automatically sense it. She's just like, oh, I haven't seen you two. What have you two been up to? And they both come up with these little rambles of stories. And she's just like, So once he leaves, she's just like, oh, so how long have you been doing him? And you could tell she had some jealousy in her eyes because it's like, Tasha, as she said, Tasha always one-ups her. She's like, but you told me to do it. You told me to choose and make sure I was choosing right. She's like, yeah, but, you know, she's still, of course, she's going to feel some type of way because she just had him not too long ago. I mean, I don't even know how one person could have him and then the other one could feel like it's okay. It just seems like a nasty situation to me. And, ew, they're passing around germs and herpes. And no, let me stop. But, you know, it seems weird. Like, your friend just had him, now you have him. I hope it was good for all that, you know? Can I ask y'all, does anyone else out there get turned on by those darn sex scenes? Like, I just sit there and I'm like, am I watching porn? Like, that's what this feels like right about now. Like, but I like it though. I like it. You can't see this on Fox 5, can ya? Okay. I just had to say that real quick. So now, the Spanish guy that, okay, so before that actually, Canon, he goes to see the Puerto Ricans because now he actually knows about this whole Lobos situation because his son kind of told him. He knows about him and Tasha. It's like everybody knows about him and Tasha now. So he's like, yo, but she don't tell you nothing. He's like, yeah, she do be telling me things. You know, he's getting into his head. He's the master of manipulation. I'll tell you. So he's like, yeah, she tells me something. Like, she just told me that Uncle G's gonna be going to the Carlton. He's like, oh, to meet Lobos. Okay, checkmate, got it. Okay. And once he does that, he sets his plan into motion. He goes to see the Puerto Ricans and he tells them that he's about to have, that Ghost is about to have a meeting with Lobos. And how come he didn't tell them about that? And he's betraying them. And I'm like, yo, here he goes. He's just turning everybody against Ghost. Ghost's gonna have a war after him, or army coming after him, and he don't even know. He's not even prepared for this. They also go to, I think they were Serbians, the white people. And then they went to them. Well, he sounded like he was Russian, but I think he was Serbian. And the Puerto Rican dude lets him know, it wasn't the Albanians that got you. It was actually ghosts in them that hijacked your stuff and made it so you would have to go to them in order and work for them so that they can do what they had to do. So now that cat's out the bag. So now he has more enemies. And you know them Serbians, we're going to call them Serbians because I'm not really sure. The Serbians don't play. We already seen them slice and dice somebody right in front of ghosts. So yeah, we have all those people against him, and the feds, they're getting ready to try to move in on Lobos. They think that he's supposed to be meeting at a warehouse at 1 o'clock, but that's not really the case. Angela, she knows that something isn't right, and she, because of the text messages that she's been getting and everything like that, she's like, that she knows the meeting is going to be at 12 p.m. And she finds out that it's going to be at the Carlton by, once again, by the text messages and kind of decoding them. She did like some Google searches when she seen certain code words, and she was able to get it. So she tries to really save Jamie because she knows in her heart that he's doing the wrong thing. So what she does is she kind of just has sex with him, you know, in the middle of the day. She's just like, I need you. And they have sex, and around 10 something in the morning, he is like, okay, I gotta get ready to go. And it's like, for what? Like, that's when she said the whole thing about, you know, let's just get out of here. Let's go. Come on, let's just drop everything, head to the airport and be out. And he's like, I can't today. I have to go to Truth. It's an important meeting. And she just knows that it's a lie. So she follows him to the Carlton, and she sees him with this big suitcase going in there, and then following that she sees Tommy Eden. So she was Egan. So she actually calls her office and tells them it's not going down at 1 at the warehouse. It's actually going down at the Carlton at 12. They're like, how do you know this? She's like, I have a connection. So, and then she also sends them a picture of Tommy with a duffel bag. So they head over there. They bust Lobos. They kill his partner, and they catch Tommy as well. But nobody knows where Jamie is. She knows that Jamie was there. And Jamie's actually watching her from within the Carlton, from one of the windows, looking over at her. Like, wow, this bee really betrayed me. How would she know this unless she got in my phone? And then she also tries to call him. And I'm not sure if he saw the 2 phones. I don't think he did. But he knew that something was up with that. And there's only one way that she would know that information was through the phone. So he actually ends up switching his phone like later on, because he sends her a text message like, oh, I had to switch my phone, and yeah, it was something work related, and here's my new number, talk to you later. So she got tight. She threw the freaking phone that she bought. She spent all of that money for, but at least she was able to get Lobos with it. So all the money that she spent didn't go down the drain for no reason. Finally, Kanan tells Sean that Ghost was the person that set him up and kind of stopped them from being able to see each other for all them years. So now he wants Sean to avenge, I guess, the fact that they were split up for so long, all because he thinks actually it was Tommy and Jamie, not knowing that it was actually Tasha and Jamie. All because of Kanan telling Sean pretty much the truth, which it is truth. I mean, you can't really blame him for saying the truth. But what I do blame him for is he's kind of putting his son out there, somebody who's totally clean, does not have a record. If you cared so much about your son, why would you want him killing somebody? Even Kanan's right-hand man, that dude, was saying he's not ready for this. But he's kind of like putting things in his head and saying, well, if you want Tasha, he's the only one standing in the way between you and Tasha. It's like he kind of gets into people's heads and tells them things that he knows will get them so upset that they would want to do what it is that he would like them to do. It's about to be crazy, y'all. Only 2 more episodes left, you guys. Let me know what you thought about this episode down below, what you think the outcome is going to be, whatever. Just no spoilers, no real spoilers, but you can talk to me, okay? Guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.